Malays of Sri Lanka originated in Southeast Asia. The group consists of about 40,000 people and they make up 0.20% of the Sri Lankan population. Their ancestors initially came to the country when both Sri Lanka and Indonesia were colonies of the Dutch, while a second wave came from the Malay Peninsula, when both Malaya and Sri Lanka were in the British Empire. Significant Malay presence in Sri Lanka dated as early as 13th century, when Chandrabhanu Sridhamaraja, a Malay of Tambralinga, managed to occupy northern part of the island in 1247. Nonetheless, the followers of Chandrabhanu would mostly assimilate to the local population. Many of the ancestors of present-day Sri Lankan Malays coming from soldiers posted by the Dutch, which later continued by the British for colonial administration to Sri Lanka, who decided to settle on the island. Other immigrants were convicts or members of noble houses from Dutch East Indies who were exiled to Sri Lanka and who never left. The main source of a continuing Malay identity is the common Malay language. Many Sri Lankan Malays have been celebrated as courageous soldiers, politicians, sportsmen, lawyers, accountants and doctors. Malay place names in Sri Lanka. Some place names in Sri Lanka have references indicating the presence of Javanese and Malay communities, a contribution to the location. Some of these are Jawat, Kartel, Yarela, Java Kokcheri, and names of streets such as Malay Street, Java Lane, Jalan Padang. Language: see Sri Lankan Malay language. Religion: like their ancestors in Indonesia, Sri Lankan Malays are Muslim. Mosques were erected by the local Malays along the coasts of Sri Lanka in places like Hambantota, Beruwala, and Gaul. The Jawat Mosque in Colombo and Masjidul Jamia, the military mosque in Slave Island, are acclaimed mosques renowned for their architecture and long history. The first two-story mosque in Sri Lanka was built by H. Muhammad Balankaya, an exiled Malay noble of the royal house of Goa. Today the mosque is of great significance and is a symbol of Muslims in Sri Lanka and is the Grand Mosque of Sri Lanka. Organizations: All Ceylon Malay Political Union, Colombo Malay Cricket Club, Sri Lanka Malay Association, Malay Association Kolanawa Electorate. Notable Sri Lankan Malays.